Hello and what's up, political peeps? I am your host, Arv Kapoor, and today I would like to bring up the largely discussed topic of American school lunches and the health of our American children. To begin this long discussion, which we could go on for many episodes, I would like to welcome Mrs. Dawn Carr, the Food Service Director of Whitsons Culinary Group at Fairfield Public Schools. Disclaimer before we dive into this spectacular interview. Ms. Carr is employed directly from a private organization, Whitsons Culinary Group, not Fairfield Public Schools, but rather acts as a middleman between district-employed food service employees and Whitsons-employed people like herself. As such, the information she shares may pertain to the general positive thoughts towards Whitsons Culinary Group, which is a group providing lunch services throughout the nation. With that, please enjoy this interview. Can you start by telling us a little bit about how you got your role and job at Whitsons?
Sure. Well, I started working for Whitsons Culinary Group back in 2006 in the Norwalk Public Schools food service. At the time, my children were really young, so I wanted to get more involved with school lunch and that division of the food service field. So that's how I really started working with Whitsons.
Oh, I understand now. But can you tell us a little bit about your role specifically at Whitsons and how it's changed between your time at Norwalk Public Schools and now you work for Whitsons Culinary Group at Fairfield Public Schools? Can you elaborate on your role?
Yes. Well, since then, the Michelle Obama implemented the Healthy Hunger-Free Kids Act, which
Yeah.
has actually increased the rules and regulations and a lot of the nutritional guidelines of what we're able to serve in school lunch if you are part of the National School Lunch Program and School Breakfast Program. So the nutritional guidelines have really become more stringent since then.
And I know Whitsons with Fairfield Public Schools continued operations throughout the pandemic. Can you talk to us a little bit about how the pandemic may have changed your operations and how Whitsons may have had to adapt to the conditions brought about by the pandemic?
Right. Well, I was not working here for Whitsons during the pandemic, but I
Okay.
do know that during the pandemic, we had to go it was all grab and go. We couldn't serve, there was no contact.
Okay.
So it was all grab and go meals. We weren't able to offer all the different concepts and stations the choices that we offer now
Okay.
outside of the pandemic.
And I know Whitsons has been implementing stuff like you guys implemented the real meals option
Mhm.
just a couple years ago, and then other stuff like that. How does Whitsons plan to continue implementing great meal plans like that in the future?
Well, we have all sorts of different concepts.
Mhm.
As you know, I'm not sure. I know you're at Woods,
Yes, ma'am.
Fairfield Woods Middle School. Do you eat lunch in the
I do
cafeteria?
almost daily there.
Oh, good. So as you know, we have different concept stations.
Hmm.
We have the World Market, we have the
Yeah.
Real Meals, we have the Healthy Harvest, we do the Coyote Grill, we do the Great American Deli, we have the La Cucina. So we're always constantly looking for new concepts and new ideas that we can implement. And Whitson's is really good that they stay on the cutting edge. We have 3 district chefs here just in Fairfield that work with the menus and the food and the concepts in the schools to always stay on top of new trends. We also like to take ideas from the students. So we like to hear what you guys want to
Yeah.
see on the line. And if we can implement those ideas, we will. We also try to buy as much local Connecticut grown produce that we can. So all the apples currently that you see in all 16 schools are Connecticut grown.
Okay.
We also try to offer as many fresh fruits and vegetable options that we can daily in hopes that there'll be something there that you'll like and want to eat to
Yeah.
get your nutrition.
Hmm.
And also the Vegetable concept, which is our plant-based menu item.
Yeah. I've actually liked a lot of the veggie bowls, the bean chili
Yeah,
bowls. Yeah, they're
yeah.
pretty good. So now talking, that was a perfect segue, what you're just talking about. So I guess it's become what you could call a meme, the stereotype school lunch, like, oh, this is not that good, like, don't have this. How is Whitson's working to, and I think you just elaborated on this kind of. I know you guys are doing a great job making school lunch much more appetizing. How are you guys continuing to fix that perception of school lunches?
Yep. So just continue basically what we're doing, trying to buy more local. We're trying to connect with more local farms to get more local nutritious food into the schools for you guys. Buy Connecticut grown as much as we can. The fresh fruits and vegetables, the different concept stations, and hearing from you. We want to hear from you guys what you want to see, what you're going to eat, what you're going to like. We love to get ideas from you guys so we can serve you what you want to eat in a nutritious way.
Yeah, definitely. And I know we all really appreciate at school that community aspect. Lunch ladies and lunch guys are very interactive. Like, do you like this? Do you like that? And it's a really great part about school lunch that in previous districts I haven't experienced. Now, concerning the specific health of school nutrition,
Hmm.
as you probably know, childhood obesity rates are at a high. Like 14.7 million American children are obese. But how would you say that Whitsons is working to combat this childhood obesity, given that you guys still serve snacks, you still serve juices at school, but I know you guys try to choose healthier options. Can you elaborate more on that?
Sure, but Fairfield
It's
Public
coffee
Schools
and juice, yeah. Sorry.
Fairfield Public Schools certifies annually to
Hmm.
participate in what's called the Healthy Food Certification,
Okay.
and that's done with the state of Connecticut.
Hmm.
The certification requires us to follow all the Connecticut nutrition standards for all the food sold to all the students a la carte, meaning the chips, any of the fresh baked cookies that we serve, any of the sparkling waters or the juices. They're all under the Connecticut nutrition standards, and the state also posts a list of acceptable foods and beverages that we can purchase and sell to you under these standards. So we're only allowed to purchase things off that list. We can only purchase things off that list.
Okay.
So that's how we stay in line with the more healthier options for you guys. All the items that we sell a la carte are under the Smart Snacks Connecticut Nutrition Standard guidelines.
And I'm not sure if you know about this. If you don't, it's totally fine. But do you know what the criteria for an item has to have to be part of that list in the state?
Well, it's all different. I mean, it depends on the item. But you can look it up online. If you look up, go under this Connecticut State Department of Education, the acceptable list of food and beverages. You'll see there's quite a few pages. It's categorized, but I don't know the specific nutritional standards now.
I understand. Thank you so much. Now, is there anything else you would like to elaborate on in terms of school nutrition?
No, just that, we try to serve you guys the
Mhm.
best nutritious fresh food that we can, and we're always willing to take any suggestions from anybody as to what they would like to see, what they would like to eat, and if we can do it, we'd be more than happy to try to do it for you.
Yes, thank you so much. Now, my last two questions I kind of like to ask for all my interviews. A, what is your favorite part about your job? Like serving, preparing the different types of lunches for kids, etc., being the director here at Fairfield Public Schools.
Right. So I just love serving all the students of Fairfield, making sure that the food is delicious, fresh, and nutritious. And I love hearing when you know someone says, "Oh, that's really good. I love that. Can you put that on again?" I love serving food that you guys are gonna like and eat.
Yeah. And now, what is your least favorite part about your job, if you have one?
I'd have to say I love all aspects of my job. I love the food, the family, that the Whitsons family, and the service.
Now, actually, I know I said those were my last two questions, but I have one more question for you. Uh, in the Whitson's ecosystem, which I know is pretty large, it spans a couple states, if I'm not wrong. How do you, as Fairfield Public Schools, fit into that ecosystem and interact with the other Whitson's branches, if you will?
Well, we meet on a quarterly basis with all of the Connecticut
Mhm.
Whitson's districts, but we're all connected through communication. Um, you know, through the
Yeah.
internet, basically. If we need to get advice or talk to any of the other general managers in any of the other districts, we just send an email, and that's how we communicate.
And you run everything within the Fairfield district, correct me if I'm wrong.
Correct. Yep.
Thank you so much for that interview, Miss Carr. I hope this interview was a good introduction for all of you into the odd world of school lunches within the United States of America. Please be on the lookout for more videos and podcasts in the coming weeks, diving deeper into the nutritional state of American school lunches, as well as American childhood obesity and nutrition in general. For now, please take some time to enjoy these first few days of summer. Peace out, dudes.